Hello and welcome to this video. If you're new here, my name is Marta and today I will be making a autumn look with my Looxi Beauty shadows. So I just got this one in the mail. It's called Rebellion. It's one of the multi-chrome shifters. And then I also got the shade Anarchy, which is down here. So they're both super shifty. I'm going to use this one probably together with some of the other purples or oranges here. And I will be doing a separate video with all of my Looxi Beauty shadows. It's just that I'm still waiting for 2 new packages. Oops. And I just want to include them in that video because I just ordered a lot of the new mattes that she came out with and I'm so excited to try those. And I do have mostly shimmers in my collection, so I really do need some mattes to like fulfill my Looxi Beauty collection, to have it a bit more even between the mattes and the shimmers. So I'm just going to get started with this look. I'll just be starting out with the shade Spiced here, and I'm going to use a bigger blending brush. It's more of a dome-shaped brush. I'm just going to apply this in my crease, and as you can see it turns really dark when you put it on, and I'm just going to use that as the deepest shade in my crease. Oh, it's so pigmented, it's insane. And then I think I will just go ahead and use a orangey shade to transition with it. As you can see, I'm just tapping it in because I am wearing a wet base. I'm actually trying out the Juvia's Place concealer and foundation today. So those are what I have as a base on my eyelid because I just blended them out on top of my eye as well. But hopefully it won't affect the performance of the matte shadows. I do know that they are great. They're not like my favorite formula, but as you can see I like how they get super dark and I can sort of like blend them out if I want them a little bit lighter. But I want this one to have full impact because I'm probably going to just do a cut crease. I always do a cut crease, but that's probably what I'm going to do. And then I just want the deepest place of the crease to like be straight above the cut crease. So that's why I'm looking straight forward right now, just because I want to see where, like I want to see the shade that I'm putting down now when I'm looking straight forward because of my hooded eyes. So approximately like that. I'm just going to slightly blend out the edges so that the next shades that I apply will look a little bit more blended into the look. I do have a tiny bit of fallout, but not much, so I'll probably be able to blend it away. Next, I think I want to go in with the shade Maple that I have right here. Next to it, it's the shade Pharaoh, and then it's Clementine. I might use those as well, but at least I will just start out with this one. Also, the red that is underneath here is amazing. It's called Cherry Kiss, and even though those are all of these are probably discontinued, except from some of the metallics, but she often comes out with a sale which is called like the Vault, where she brings back a lot of the previous shades. So I'm just going to blend out this shade into the other one. As you can see, it's like it grabs very to the wet base that I have on, but usually it just ends up being very pretty in the end when I'm done. It's just I have to like blend this on top. So I'm starting to get pleased with the blending. I'll probably do some minor blending later, as I always do, because I can't add all of my blending in the video, but I will just keep on blending a little bit and then I'll do my other eye and then I'll be back to show you how to apply the shade Rebellion. Now I'll just be taking the shade Maple and I'll just apply it right here on my lower lash line because I want a little bit more of a bright lower lash line. So I'm first applying this one and then I will be going in with the shade Clementine, which is the more bright orange right here. I'm just connecting the top with the bottom right here because that shade Spiced is very, very deep and almost a little bit purpley, so I just want to bring back the warmth. Like this, and then I'll just take the shade Clementine. I haven't really used Clementine that much. It's one of the newer mattes as well, even though it's already discontinued. I think it was this summer or something. But it's a beautiful shade and I just really wanted that orange to pop a little bit more. I'm just slightly blending out the edges a little bit more. Smoking out the lower lash line. And then I'm just adding a little bit more to re-intensify. Using a bit more of a tapping emotions, just to make sure the pigment sticks a little bit better. Now I'm just adding a little bit of my BH Cosmetics Base Booster onto my lid. I'm going to use this much and just blend it all over the lid, just because I don't want too much, because then it usually creases. As you can see, it's already quite wet on top of my crease. So I think actually I will use all of this on both of my eyes, even though I didn't do my lower lash line here, just because I don't want it to crease during the evening, and if it's too wet it will. And honestly I don't know if this is going to crease or not now, but I will definitely show you tonight when I'm doing my I'm doing, as I said, a first impression on this foundation. So I will be doing a check-in tonight, and then I can just add a little clip of that to this video as well to show you if this way of applying the Mayhem shade actually works or not. Okay, so 13 hours has passed. It's a long time to have makeup on, and as you can see, the glitter glue was maybe not the best solution for this shimmer shadow. I mean, you don't really see it when I have my eyes open, but it has creased quite a lot, so I'd probably just spray my brush instead, or just use concealer as a base when adding this shadow instead of using glitter glue, because as I said, it might crease because of it being too wet of a base. So yeah, that's that. So now it's very sticky right here. It's like, I don't know if you can see it, but when I put it like this, it just sticks to the brush a little bit. So that's a good sign. Just making sure I have the glue where I actually want the shade to go. I don't mind having a little bit more of a sheer line where the cut crease is going. Now I'll just be taking a flat brush like this, and I'm just going to try to apply the shade Rebellion here. I don't know how this formula is. It picks up quite easily actually. So I'll just try to tap it down gently. Oh, I can totally see all the shifts in it. I'll just try to zoom you in a little bit so you can see it better. Okay, so I don't know why this is not picking up on camera, because it's so duochrome in real life. It's insane. Wow. I'll just see. At least you can see a little bit of the duochromeness, but to me it looks completely like green to orange. I'll see when I do the close-ups after finishing the whole look if I can be able to show you the actual shifts of the shadow. So interesting, because you can like see the sparkles almost as if it was a duochrome itself It's almost like those lipsticks where you just apply the lipstick, do like this, and then you can see the glitters coming through. Just feel like they're more and more visible the more I touch it. I just love this shade. It's so beautiful. I don't think you can see the duochrome, but absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to do the other eye like this one, and then I'll find a matching lipstick and highlighter, probably also from Looxi Beauty, and then I'll be back. This is my finished look with my Looxi shadows, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. It did turn out a little bit more smoky than I was expecting or thinking in the first place, but I really do like it. And this shadow is just so incredible. It has a lot of sparkles and I really like it. And I did say that Looxi Beauty mattes are not my favorite, but I mean, I still keep buying them all the time. So I definitely do like them a lot. It's just not my favorite because I do have to blend a little bit extra with them because they do turn so dark if you just build them up. But I think that's sort of a good thing, because if I want a really dark look, then I'll just go to my Looxi Beauty shadows. So I really like them. To pair off the look, I did end up using my LA Girl lip liner in the shade Spice, and then I used my ColourPop Luxe lipstick in the shade Check Please, which is a very bright orange shade, and I really like that. I could have used a neutral for this look, but I was like, what the heck, let's go all in with orange today, because it's basically going to be winter very soon, so I just want to use orange shades now that it's autumn because it just fits so well. As highlighters, I did use Looxi Beauty in the shade Mimosa here for my cheek. I just built it up a little bit, swiped a couple times back and forth, and it's one of my favorite highlighters from Looxi. It's just a very soft champagne shade, and it's just the perfect shade for me for a highlight. And for my inner corner, I used Looxi Beauty in the shade High Society, which is more of a white to peach duochrome. But I really love that one as well. And in my inner corner, I do like it to be a little bit more popping, which is why I chose High Society instead of just going with Mimosa, just because it's very white and bright. I hope you liked this look and this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. And please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this, and hit the notification bell if you want to get a notification every time I post. I do post on Thursdays and Sundays though, so you can just check in on my channel then. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!